Hey guys, Bones and I here, and we're ready to identify some minerals. You ready, Bones? All right, let's go. All right, so we've been talking about minerals lately, right? Okay, so remember, minerals make up rocks, and there's different ways to identify what a mineral name is. We go through a series of tests, and that's what we're going to go over today. We're going to go through the series of tests that you use in order to identify a mineral. So I have everything that we need here and set up. So let me show you what we need. We need a magnifying glass. Okay, got to take a close look at those. We need a nail. We got a nail. We need a penny. We're going to scratch stuff with it. 2 glass plates. We've got glass plates. We've got streak plates, 2 colors, white and black. Streak plates. We've got some acid. This should be fun. Okay, and then we've got our minerals. All right. The most important thing, though, that we need is our reference sheet. Okay, so we have a reference sheet. This is not something that you have to memorize. Okay, you're always going to be given a reference sheet when identifying minerals and rocks whenever you need to. Okay, so we're going to go through a series of steps based on their characteristics. Now, what characteristics are we looking for? Okay, they're listed across the top here. Okay, so we've got luster. Okay, luster is how shiny something is. All right, that's simple as that. Is it shiny? Is it not? Yes or no? We've got hardness. Okay, can it scratch things? Can it scratch a grass plate? Does it get scratched by a nail or a penny or your fingernail? So we're going to scratch stuff. All right, we've got streak, which means what kind of powder is left behind when you scrape it on something. That's why we're going to use the streak plates. Okay. We also have cleavage, okay, or fracture. That means, does it break in 90-degree angles or does it just break randomly? All right, we're going to see how this stuff breaks. Color. What color is it? The color. All right. We also have reaction to acid. This is the fun part. We're going to use a little bit of diluted hydrochloric acid, and we're going to put it on our minerals and see if it bubbles. All right. And then finally, we have the mineral name. We're going to be able to tell me, based on all of that information, what the name of the mineral is using our, again, you don't have to memorize, our reference sheet. Okay. So here we go. We're going to start off with sample number 1. This is sample number 1. There you go. That's what it looks like right there. Okay. So it's kind of got a grayish color. It feels kind of slimy, actually. It's kind of slimy. It feels kind of soft, too. And just looking at it in the light, okay, I would say it definitely has some luster. Okay, it is definitely shiny. So I'm going to look over here. I'm going to see, is it metallic or non-metallic? I see a bunch of choices that are metallic in luster. So this is going to be metallic in luster. So I'm going to say, yes, it has luster. Yes. All right. You could also write down that it has a metallic shine to it. All right. So our next test is hardness. Okay, what can we scrape it with? So let me see. I'm going to try my fingernail first. Okay, can I scrape it with my fingernail? Oh, yeah. You can see my nail is definitely dirty. Okay, so it is very soft. It is coming off in my hands as we speak. My hands are getting messy. That's all right. So if I know I can scrape it with a fingernail, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look at my hardness scale. Okay, and I see there's a couple things that I can scrape with my fingernail. All right, a fingernail, according to Mohs hardness scale, is 2.5. So this means this has a hardness of less than 2.5. So I'm just going to write down what I was able to scrape it with. Now, if I can scrape it with my fingernail, I can obviously scrape it with a penny, and I can obviously scrape it with a nail. So there's no need to continue to go any further. So hardness, I'm going to put down that it is soft. And I'm going to put down that it is less than 2.5. Okay, simple as that. All right. Next test is our streak test. Okay, when I scrape this, all right, on a streak plate, what color does it look like? You would think that because it's gray and black, that it would always be gray and black of a powder that's left behind. That's not always the case. Sometimes something will look black, and you'll streak it, and it will come out red. It will come out all funky colors. So it's pretty interesting. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got a nice, okay, brand new streak plate. I'm going to take my mineral. I'm going to do this. And I see the powder left behind is the same color. It's kind of like a grayish black. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down, that the streak is a grayish black. What color am I doing? Brown here. Yeah, I messed up there. That's okay. It's like a gray-black streak. Gray/black. Okay. Next, does it have cleavage or does it fracture? Okay, so what does that mean? That means when you look at the breaks on it, if it has cleavage, that means it's going to break in flat lines or 90-degree angles, okay? So you should see corners. This does not break like that. This is random all over the place, okay? You can see it does not break in sheets. It is a random break, so we say that as a fracture or no cleavage, okay? So, no cleavage. Or we call it fracture. Next, we have our color. Okay, we've already talked about the color. It's kind of a silvery black. So we're going to write down that it is a silvery black. I'll just write silver black. Now the fun test. We get to test it for the reaction of acid. So I'm going to take a little bit of acid here. Okay, I'm going to take a drop of it. That's all we need. And I'm going to drop it right on here. All right, let's see here. If I get close enough to you. Oh, I hope I don't knock everything over. Here we go. Nothing. Not reacting at all. It just smells. So acid doesn't react. So that's a no. All right. So let me write down no here. No reaction to acid. No. All right. So what am I going to do next? I'm going to look at my reference sheet. I'm going to take a look at this. Notice across the top, it has all of my tests that I just did. It has the Mohs hardness scale over here. There we go. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to compare. I've got luster, yes, which means it has to be one of these. Hardness is less than 2.5, which means it has to be one of those. Streak, a gray-black. Got it. Fracture, not cleavage, so no cleavage. Good. Color, a blacky silver, no reaction to acid. And I find that this stuff right here, when you look real close, okay, I could use this for the fracture or the cleavage test. It is called graphite. Okay, we've got graphite as our first mineral. G-R-A-P-H-I-T-E. Graphite. Now, what is graphite? That's the stuff you find in your pencils. Okay, you don't find lead in your pencils anymore. You find graphite, which is why it looks like I can write with this. Look, I'm gonna write. Okay, all right, big F. Yeah, for Mr. Ferenzi, right there, Mr. Ferenzi. There we go. Got an F for Ferenzi. Yay! Oh, you know what? Bones. You know what? I'm gonna change that into a B. Bones. There you go, bones. All right, so that's mineral number one. All right, now we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to do it a couple times until you get it. All right, this next one, this is a cool mineral. I love this mineral. Take a look. It's really cool looking. And I'm trying to put it up in the light so you can see if it has luster or not. And hopefully you can see the color. It's going to be a lot of stretching today. I'm getting a workout. Okay, here we go. It's kind of heavy, okay? Kind of heavy, not bad. All right, so what's our first test? Does it have luster? I'm going to do a couple of these in a row. Do you think it's shiny? Do you see it shining? Bones, is it shiny? Can you see? Yes, it has luster. Okay, so we're going to write that down in a minute. It definitely has luster. Our second test, hardness. What can I scrape it with? So I'm going to try scraping with my fingernail. Definitely cannot scrape it with my fingernail. It kind of hurts a little bit. So definitely not that. All right, so next I'm going to try penny. I've got my copper penny. I'm going to try scraping it. Nothing. Nothing's coming off. Nope. Doesn't scrape with a penny. I'm going to take my steel nail, all right? I'm going to try scraping it. Now a nail, okay, actually, I'm going to do it over this. A nail has a hardness of, or a steel file has a hardness of 6.5. So if I can scrape it, that means that it's less than 6.5 or right around there, and it's scraping a little bit. So I say it's right around 6.5. We better write that down before I forget. So it's got a hardness of about 6.5. So we said, does it have luster? Was it shiny? Yes. It is shiny. It's not metallic, but it's shiny. Hardness, okay? It's hard. So we're going to say that's about 6.5. Streak color. Let's take a look. All right. I'm going to take my white streak plate here. I'll put it up. Where can you guys see it? I guess there is fine. I'm going to try scraping it. Look at that. Huh. I wasn't expecting that. I know it's kind of hard to see for you guys at home, but it is a grayish green, believe it or not. It's like a greenish gray. There's a little bit of green in it. Cool, let's do this, because I like this mineral. It's nice looking. We'll do a little heart. There we go. So this is a grayish green. I better write that down before I forget. It's a grayish green, or a black green. I'll go gray. All right, now we can do the rest here, and then I'll put them all up at once. So the next one is, does it have cleavage or does it fracture? So I'm going to take a look. Oh, it's definitely shiny. It has random breaks in it, which means it is fracturing. Okay, it is not breaking along planes or at 90-degree angles, so it fractures, it doesn't cleave. It is a goldish color, a goldish yellow color, okay? And now the fun test, reaction to acid. Here we go. Let me get close again. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing. I was hoping for something. Nothing. All right. Cool. So no reaction to acid. So let's go ahead and fill in the rest of our chart here. We've got fracture for cleavage. It does not cleave. So we're going to write in fracture. What color is it? It's gold. That should be a hint. Gold. Does it react to acid? No. Boring. And so now we take our handy dandy little sheet. Remember, our reference sheet, you do not have to memorize anything. Use your reference sheet for everything. Okay. I'm going to look at the hardness. The hardness is 6.5. The luster, yes. The streak color, a greenish black. I found it. There's only one on here with that. Color is gold. Gold yellow, yes, good. Reaction to acid, no. Pyrite. This is a piece of pyrite. Now, do you guys know what pyrite is? Okay, this stuff. This is fool's gold. Okay, this is fool's gold. This made many people go broke because they thought it was real gold and it wasn't. This is fool's gold, pyrite, right there. Okay, so let me go ahead and finish filling this stuff in. We've got pyrite. And that's what it looks like. You can see that it looks like gold. All right, even though it's not gold, but it looks like gold. So you could see why. And before, at the beginning, I said this is very heavy. Okay, it being so heavy, it kind of leads to letting you know that it may be pyrite. All right, next one. This is one of my favorites. I like this one. Take a closer look. Here we go. It's very soft. It feels very soft. Believe it or not, it smells good. It smells good too. I like it. It smells good. And you're going to see why in a minute or two. So here we go. Does it have luster? Is it shiny? What do you think, Bones? No. No luster. No luster on this. Okay. So there's no luster. Hardness. We'll start with my fingernail. Hopefully it doesn't break. Oh yeah, my fingernail can cut it. So it's very soft. It's a very soft mineral. Okay. I can even scrape it. I can scrape it on here. All right. So it's very soft. It has no luster. Okay. What is the streak color? I keep using all these plates. I'm going to use a black streak plate instead this time. Okay. We're going to use a black one. Let's see what it looks like. What do you see there? Yeah, it's like a white powder. It's a white powder. Keep that in mind. I'm foreshadowing. It's a white powder. And it smells nice. It smells like something familiar. All right. So it streaks white. Fracture or cleavage. All right. It's definitely random. All right. We can take a closer look to see. Okay. It's just definitely no set, not in right angles, not in planes. So this fractures. All right. We have the color. It's kind of, now we have lots of scrapes on it, so there's a lot of white there. But it has like a greenish tinge to it, I think. Okay, I would say it's, it's a whitish green color. And now the fun one. Does it react to acid? Okay, here we go. Let's see. I hope so. Can you guys see? All right, here we go. No. Boring. Doesn't react to acid. All right, that's going to tell us something. So let's fill in our marks here. What did we say? Does it have luster? No, we said it's actually pretty dull. All right, since I have the red marker out, I'm going to come over here. What color is it? It's a greenish. Greenish white. All right, hardness. We said it was very soft, less than 2.5. I was able to get it with a fingernail, so soft. I'm going to write fingernail just so I can remember that I cut it with my fingernail. Okay, did it react with acid? No. What was the streak color? It was a whitish powder. Woo. White. Okay, and we said that it fractured. It did not cleave. There's not on canes, not in right angles. Okay, so now I take my chart. Remember, don't memorize, use the chart. There it is. All right, and I'm going to go through, and I know this one. I love this one. This is one of my favorite ones. This is called talc. Talc. Now, why is it one of my favorite ones? Why is it one of your favorite ones? Because you probably all have it at home. Okay, all of you have this at home. What is it? This is baby powder. Right here, okay, your Johnson & Johnson baby powder that you probably have in your bathrooms, this is what it is. That's what it smells like. That's what the smell reminded me of. That's what this powder is, okay? If I scrape it, that's baby powder. It's the same stuff, Johnson & Johnson baby powder. So it goes from this when they mine it, okay, to your bathroom inside of Johnson & Johnson baby powder. And you can go ahead and look at that. Go ahead, go get your Johnson & Johnson baby powder and look to see what's in it. It's going to say talc. All right, very cool. Here's one of my favorite minerals. Next. This one definitely has a different kind of shape than the rest of the ones that we've been looking at. All right, definitely is more unique. All right, so we're going to take a look. If it's shiny or not, or does it look kind of metallic-y? Okay, now this one's kind of polished, and I see a little bit of a shine, but it's definitely not a metallic looking thing. It's black. Okay, let me get a little closer to you. See, it's not really shiny. It's just polished, so that's the glare off the light. But it doesn't have like a silvery shine to it. So we could. It's kind of up to you if you want to say if it has luster or not, depending on the polish. Underneath it really doesn't. So I'm just going to say that it is non-metallic. We'll get to that in a minute. All right. So next, hardness. All right. So now I'm going to try scraping it with my finger. Can I get it? Oh, I got it. I am able to scrape it. I'm surprised. I didn't think I would be able to. Let me see. There's a clean spot right there. You're not going to be able to see this, but that surprised me. Wasn't expecting that to happen. Okay, this is way softer than I thought. So if I can scrape it with my fingernail, I know the hardness is less than 2.5 according to my Mohs hardness scale. Okay, what do we have next? Streak. Okay, what color is it? Let's take a look. Ooh. You guys see the color? It's not black. Kind of like a goldish color. So here we go. So we've got a black mineral here, but when you streak it, make a star, it comes out to be a gold color. Interesting. Wouldn't have expected that. This one's unique. It's surprising me. Very cool. Excellent. Next test. Color. Black. Okay, easy. Reaction to acid. Here's the fun one. Let's go. Let's keep our hopes up. Here we go. Right in the middle. Nothing. No reaction to acid. Man, this one surprised us 2 out of the 5 tests. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tests, whatever it is. I was hoping this would surprise us. No reaction to acid. Bones, no reaction to acid. I'm sorry, Bones. All right, so we're going to use our handy dandy chart. We're going to fill in our answers here first. Does it have luster? Not really, no. It's non-metallic. All right, I'm going to come over here to color. We said it was black. All right, hardness. We said it was soft, which surprised me. I did not think that mineral was going to actually be able to be cut with my fingernail. So we're going to say it's soft, which means it's less than 2.5. All right, did it react to acid? Unfortunately not. Boring. Okay, streak color. Totally surprised me. It was not black like the mineral is. It was like a gold color. And, oh, we forgot the cleavage. Is it cleavage or fracture? I totally forgot. So let me actually clean some acid off because I don't want to hurt myself here. So now, let's see if this breaks in planes or 90 angles. Let me see if I can break this here. I got a knife here. Let's see if I can get this broken without it falling on the floor. Oh, here we go. Look what happened. See that? Oh, let me put it over here in the white. It broke off in a sheet. Okay, crumble it up. Try again. Yeah, it's breaking in sheets. Let me see if I get a bigger piece here. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Came out of the... There it is. Very flat. So this has cleavage. Let's see if I can get some of these up here for you to see. There they are. All right, so it has cleavage. All righty. So this one has cleavage. And so now we're going to take a look at our handy dandy reference sheet. Don't leave home without it. I keep one in my wallet. And we go ahead and we look and we see, all right, it is soft. It is non-metallic, or it doesn't have any luster. It streaks kind of like a goldish, okay, almost dark gold color. All right, we got that. It flakes, it peels, which means it has cleavage. And so we find out the mineral name is mica. Mica. There we go. Mica. Kind of like, have you ever heard of formica? There you go. All right, moving on. Last mineral. I hope this one reacts to acid. Okay. All right, our last one here. This one's kind of clear. Okay, let me bring it closer for you. Okay, it's kind of a milky, clear, transparent color. All right. Definitely clear. Definitely not metallic. Okay, so it doesn't have luster. So we're going to put no for luster when we get to it. Okay, no for luster. Hardness. All right, let's check the hardness of this. Can I cut it with my fingernail? Ow. No, you can't. It just broke my fingernail a little bit. All right, so let's try a penny. Can we break it with a penny? Yes, it's flaking. Okay, good. So you can see it's on my hands. Okay, so it's harder than my fingernail, but softer than a penny. So that means the hardness is going to be right around 3.0, 3.5, somewhere in there. Okay, take a look at your reference sheets. The Mohs hardness scale is on there. All right, so let's remember that. Don't let me forget. Make sure you remind me when I forget and I go put it up there what the hardness I said was. Okay, what is the streak color? All right, so this is white. So it'd be kind of hard if I draw it on here to be able to see anything. All right, so we're going to go back to our black streak plate here. Okay, black streak plate. I'm going to come on here. I'm going to scrape. And what do we see? All right, it's white. We've got a white streak. All righty. Cool. Now I'm going to take my magnifying glass. I'm going to take a look. Does it break in 90-degree angles? Okay, so that if it does, that means it's cleaving. And it does. You can see right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me get a good angle. Right there. Yeah, right there. You can see how it kind of comes straight up. So it breaks at 90-degree angle. So it cleaves. Okay. Now my time for my favorite one. Please don't let me down. Here we go. Will it react with acid? Here we go. Bubble, bubble, fizz, fizz. We have a winner. It reacts with acid. You can see it. I hope you can see it. I can't reach any farther to help you see it. It's smoking and bubbling. We got a winner. All right. It reacts with acid. So let's go through here. We said, does it have luster? No. Oop. It does not. No. What's the softness? What was the softness did I say? I don't remember. What was the softness? It cut my fingernail, but we cut it with a pen. Oh, about 3.0, 3.5. Okay, so it still is relatively soft. It is softer, but it's about 3.0 to 3.5, somewhere in there. All right. Actually, I'm going to save that for last. Did it streak? It did. It streaked in white. We say it cleaves. So it has cleavage. Its color is kind of a white color. I almost say it's a white transparent. So we're going to put white. And then here, we get to fill this in. Yay! Yes, it reacts to acid. That was cool. It bubbled, it fizzed, smoke came up. Very cool. So now I'm going to take a look at here. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to see. I'm going to go around here. I'm going to match up all of my stuff. And I see that this is called calcite. Calcite. C-A-L-C-I-T-E. There we go. We've identified our mystery minerals. Okay. Bones, did you have a good time? I had a good time. And I hope you had a good time too and learned a lot. Okay. So if you need to remember about identifying minerals, remember, you're going to give it a series of tests. You're going to use your reference sheet as a reference to match up how your test results came out. And then you're going to find out what the answer is. Very simple. Until next time, see ya.